swimming pool complex for the all-important Royal Thomian water polo encounter. This evening I have with me a distinguished commentarian, Mahiru Abesekara, vice captain of the 2009 St. Thomas's College team, who will be doing commentary services with me for the under-15 game. Welcome, Mahiru.
Thanks, Reza. And it's going to be a interesting encounter after a hiatus of 2 years, and it's good to see some good Sri Lanka water polo on this very beautiful day, Reza. Any thoughts from your side?
Yes, looking forward to it. Really, we had a very long gap from the 2019 game. Nice to see a crowd in today. Weather is good. Good to hear the cheers of both respective schools, and I hope we have a very keenly contested, even match today, so that water polo really becomes the winner at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, especially when it comes to the under-15 game, which we're going to witness now in a few moments, it's definitely a stepping stone into the under-19 game, which is the Dr. R.L. Hayman Trophy, and I guess the new players who have come in for the under-15 game, I guess this is a good moment for them after that 2 years to kind of get used to playing water polo again. So yes, it will definitely be a good encounter to witness.
Yes, and off screen we have sorry, we are just about to bring up the team cards for you. For Royal College, we've got Mihindu Katugampala, Yusuf Sihara, Sahil De Silva, Imad Ismat, Netum Karunasena, Dinal Wellapili, Suleiman Shiha, Gishant Fernando, Raid Bari, Indir De Silva, Ramiru Alutge, Teshan Gunatilaka, and Khalid Maujood.
And for St. Thomas's, we have Drew Pereira, Shavin Nanekara, Tushanu Di Alvis, Eshan Arit Salgoda, David Akash, Riveen Pereira, Sheharin Nawaz, Mikhail Karunaratna, Sahali Ahangama, Abidu Akash, Shaheen Migama, Dinuka Vikramasinghe, and Afan Siddiq. I think Drew Pereira is going to be the goalie, as well as Abiru is the captain for St. Thomas's College.
And as you have the Royal College team walking onto deck there, captained by Mihindu Katugampala. The boys look ready for this, Mahiru. It's good to have the Papare in as well.
Yes, it's good to see this atmosphere after quite a while. And I guess, Riza, if you can recollect, I think this is not the first time both teams are meeting for this year for a game of water polo, right? I believe that was a game which we had a couple of months back in February, I believe. Yeah.
So we kicked off the season in March with the RSUAC Challenge Shield. It was more of a starter to get the season rolling. That brought in a lot of new teams as well into water polo. We had St. John's, Nugegoda taking part. We had CIS taking part. And then later on, it was followed up with the novices a few months ago. The novices, we saw DSN Anaika College come in, Wesley College come in, and Nalanda College come in. And they were all very competitive. So we only hope that these encounters can be repeated by the other schools as well.
Yes, definitely, and I believe while it has been a good year for these youngsters to play some water polo, I think the match organized by the Royal Aquatics Union was actually a good moment for even the past players from both sides to also reconnect as well after a while. So it was definitely a good moment for the present players and the past players.
So we hope that those over 35 age group that we played for the old boys match will be here as well. And now switching on to the game at hand. Both teams have done their warm-ups in advance. Just the last few breaths and a bit of leg work to get the legs pumping.
Yeah, we can see that both teams are lining up for the commencement of the first quarter. As you can see right now, Royal College is lining up for the swim ball.
So those of you who are joining us for the first time, water polo is a game of 7 in a pool at one time, including the goalkeeper. So there are 6 field players and 1 goalkeeper wearing the red cap. And in the center of the pool, you have the player who will go for the swim ball. The swim ball is the signaling the start of the game.
Yeah.
And for Royal College, we have, I believe, U15, cap number 2. A little difficult to call the cap numbers from out here.
And for St. Thomas's, I think it is Nawaz, I believe, who's going for the swim ball. And we started.
First swim ball victory to St. Thomas's College. What will they do with this play? Looking for forward ball.
St. Thomas's makes a pass to the left bar. And it makes an attempt, and it's saved by the Royal goalkeeper.
So this is what the coaches would have spoken about. Form the D first, settle the nerves. They're a young side. They're playing for the first time with a bigger crowd. And as we have Royal on attack. Royal will look for a wing now. Pass
Royal
to the wing or the prop.
Royal takes a shot, and Royal scores. Scored by the number 8 of Royal College. And that is Gishant Fernando.
Excellent goal there from the Royal left bar. Saw the opportunity, took it early. St. Thomas's will know to get their defense in order now. The goalkeeper will be wary of his right corner.
St. Thomas is taking the ball forward from the left bar position. And it's turnover ball, I believe. Oh, St. Thomas still has the ball and drives in from the number 7. Takes the foul. Passes to the prop position, and it's deflected by the Royal goalkeeper.
Well done by the Royal College goalkeeper. The cap number 1 swimming that ball up, looking for options now across the field. They need someone to hook out and ask for that ball as he makes a long pass.
And Royal makes a proper drive in, and the number 7 tries to take an attempt and he scores. Scored by the number 7, Sulaiman Sihar.
So good play there by the juniors. Good game awareness as well. The goalie looking for the long pass if he had an open man.
Yeah, I believe St. Thomas has a bit of work to do in the early stages of the game with 2 goals trailing. Number 7 tries to go for the foul. Passes over to number 10. St. Thomas brings the ball in, passes, and again it's with the Royal College goalie.
So twice St. Thomas's College have tried to get the ball to their prop. They probably need to make the pass from the wing.
I believe that St. Thomas's just needs to settle and focus on the formation of the D and working the ball around. I think that's where they are kind of
Royal looking dangerous in front of goal now. He's got open water in front of him. Unlucky. Good steal by St. Thomas's College.
Right now, St. Thomas is making an attempt to take the foul, and I believe it's they take a pass to the number 6, and it's intercepted by the Royal College number 11. Royal trying to make a long pass. Sees his options, and he makes a pass to the prop, and the prop goes out, swims out. Intercepted by the St. Thomas's number 10.
Good defense, the age-old technique of leave this gap open and then reach for the ball.
Yes, Riza, I believe it's still St. Thomas's ball right now, and I think St. Thomas is actually not settling the game by making the passes right, and losing ball position has been a bit of a issue at this early stage. Again, St. Thomas intercepts the ball.
Good interception. He's got clear water in front of him. He just needs to swim up to the goal here. He's got support on the right wing as well.
And the number 4 is free, but
Well taken goal by St. Thomas's College. Look for the rebound. That number 2 looks to have a good head on his shoulder. St. Thomas's need a few goals thick and fast now to bring the scoreline back in their favour.
Scored by Shavin Nanekara. So, though St. Thomas's actually took the shot from the rebound, I believe that there was an open area which they definitely should have capitalized on that.
So this is where the goalie needs to speak with his defender. He had an extra defender there to help him out. Communication is vital. We keep talking about that in the defense meetings that we have. And as we have Royal on attack now, will they look for the prop?
Yes,
he does. Well intercepted.
Yes. Great interception by St. Thomas's, and still ball is in play from the defense side, and then St. Thomas's number 4 drives in. It's definitely clear zone. He's open, and he goes for the attempt, and it's deflected by the goalkeeper. Riza, I think he went a bit too close to the goal when he was taking the shot. I think that was Arit Salgado.
Yes, well done to swim that ball up so close to the goalkeeper. These are the little tricks of the trade that you learn when you're playing under 15.
It's a good save by the St. Thomas's goalie, Drew Pereira.
It's still play on.
Play on, and Royal scores. Scored by the Royal number 5. I believe it's Litum Karunasena.
So again, similar mistakes on both sides. Of course, the teams being junior and their first match, but both good enough to capitalize on it.
Yes, I believe so, Riza. I think it all comes back to I believe that St. Thomas number 7 didn't go for the ball at there. He was waiting for the pass happen. Clear missed opportunity there. And I agree with what you're saying, especially when it comes to slowing down the pace and basically focusing to pass the ball around. Royal ball.
Royal College looking for the bar or the prop. He will know to feed the prop, but the goalie's got his defense set on that side.
Royal College definitely makes pass to the center, and St. Thomas goes into defending, and it's turnover. I think the time was up. So 30 seconds were up.
So the sounder you heard was the expiration of the 30-second shot clock.
Correct.
And just like in the game of basketball, if you haven't taken a shot, you've got to recycle the ball to the other side. As we have St. Thomas's
Yes.
now making full advantage of that turnover. He's got a free wing on the right-hand side.
Seems like there's an exclusion there, and St. Thomas's has gone for a timeout.
Yes, and as we catch our breath as well.
Yes.
A well taken timeout, I'd say, by St. Thomas's College. They just like to settle the D now. The
Correct.
ball is in their half of the court for attack.
Yes.
So the coach can set it up exactly as he wanted, and they would have practiced these moves many times at the St. Thomas's College pool. What would your go-to move be to score this one, Myro?
Well, there's no particularly a go-to move in terms of which position has to score in this particular opportunity, but the main objective would be that the ball should go to the man who is free, who definitely has the option. So for those who want to know what exactly is happening at this moment when there's an exclusion of a defender, there's an additional 20 seconds that is put on the clock. So the offensive team, which is right now St. Thomas's, has the opportunity to capitalize on this opportunity for 20 seconds. The coaches, Keshan Munasinghe and Prithvi Piris and Isuru Kahandavela, they're from the St. Thomas's College side. And
yes, all past, very distinguished players, very, very capable with the water polo ball at hand and able to shoot at will. So we've got Royal College with 5 defenders in the pool, St. Thomas's College with 6 attackers.
Clearly unlucky, and they should have actually moved the ball around, but now it's Royal College's attack to capitalize, and from the number 11 who has been excluded is back in the game, and he takes the ball forward. Royal College. Deflected by the St. Thomas's player. It's a turnover ball for Royal College, and then the Royal number 10 drives in with the ball, goes for an attempt, and he scores.
Wonderful goal there by the Royal College cap number 9. Drew the goalie onto his left-hand side and then shot cross onto the right-hand bar. Very, very good shot from
By
a junior.
Yeah, by Raid Bari. And the scores remain as Royal 4, STC 1.
So St. Thomas's College, if they're game aware, will know this is the last attack, probably the last attack.
Yes, we have 20 seconds on the clock right now, so they probably should capitalize on this opportunity.
Take your time to feed the prop.
And very unfortunate there.
They needed to make better of that pass. The pass to the prop doesn't seem to be working for St. Thomas's College.
Correct,
to switch
Riza.
up Myro. Either use the wing a little more, or drive in with the bars.
Yeah, I believe in those particular instances, like they should mainly work around the perimeter and then get the ball. Because I believe the whole reason why the perimeter feeds the ball into the prop position is so that they can get the exclusion or they can get the foul they need.
Yep. All right, Royal College with extra man situation, similar to that of what St. Thomas's had a little while ago.
And deflected by Drew Pereira from St. Thomas's.
A few more passes would have done the trick. Shooting from long range doesn't really help, especially when you've done the hard work to earn the extra man.
Yeah, it can be very frustrating when that happens. St. Thomas's has the ball. St. Thomas brings the ball forward.
So Royal playing a high press on defense, and that is why you find St. Thomas is not being able to breach that 6-meter mark as he takes
a long shot from the 7-meter, and it's turnover ball, and it's
very good attempt. Full marks for trying there from the Thomian left bar.
And that's the end of the quarter. Royal College 4 and St. Thomas's 1.
All in all, good quarter, Mahiru. The scoreboard seems a little one-sided, but we've got another 3 quarters to go in this game, and then another 4 quarters to come up next week.
Yeah, but then again, as you can see, though St. Thomas's are trailing by 3 goals, especially when for you out there, like water polo is definitely a very, very fast-paced game, so the tables can turn at any point. So probably St. Thomas definitely has a lot of work to do in the remaining quarters, but it's all up for grabs. And I believe, Riza, I think the main reason where St. Thomas really dropped back was by not kind of settling their positioning of the D, as you would say, and working the ball around. And as we saw, like definitely we can see that like while they were trying to feed the ball to the prop position, it wasn't successful at all.
Yes, Isuru Kahandavala seems to have strong words for them from the sideline. He will probably say retain the ball as much as you can, make the best attempt from a 5-meter shot probably, and really stop the turnovers, because that is what is going to hurt you. Every time the opposition turns over the ball, it usually results in a goal on the other side.
Yes, absolutely. Because at the end of the what you need to understand is, though there's a shot clock that is running for 30 seconds, 30 seconds is actually a long time in terms of water polo wise. So St. Thomas should definitely utilize that in the game, rather than as we saw in the first quarter of the game, St. Thomas barely even used, I guess, around 10 seconds, I suppose. So they should definitely make use of it. Okay, so we are getting ready for the second quarter.
St. Thomas has had first touch on the swim ball in the first quarter. Let's see what they come up with in this one.
And we'll start the second quarter.
Looks very close to call. Oh, well done by St. Thomas's College.
And St. Thomas's wins the swim ball by the number 7. Back to the number 7. You can see the prop position going in, and the ball is being taken forward by the number 7 from St. Thomas's, and he goes for the foul.
Good switch up by the Royal defense. The Thomaian number 7 looks to be their danger man. He's got game awareness about him. He looks strong in the pool.
Oh, that was a bad pass by the St. Thomas player, and it's back to the Royal goalie.
So the pass to prop seems to be the Achilles heel of this under 15 team.
Yeah. Yes, I believe, Riza, it's all about feeding the ball to the prop and getting, I suppose they're trying to get the exclusion there. But Royal looking dangerous here, coming in by the number 10. And he takes an attempt, but it's very unsuccessful there from the St. Thomas's goalie to take it, and it was scored by Indeep De Silva.
Good play by the Royal College junior. Good awareness, looking for that penalty call or the extra man as well. So swimming the ball up as much as he can, and had the awareness to lob the goalie, which is very good.
St. Thomas's bring the ball forward from the wing position. Pass to the number 7. The number 7 makes a pass to the... Oh, and St. Thomas's scores!
Excellent goal by the Thomaian number 11. A very small gap there to beat goalie and corner, and he makes it count. That's the kind of spark that this team needs to bring the scoreline more in favor of St. Thomas's College.
Scored by Shaheen Meewala.
Definitely got the crowd going from underneath us.
Yes, definitely, because we are on the Thomaian side of the complex.
So cap number 7 and cap number 11 seem to be the go-to people for St. Thomas's College. Did I notice that cap number 7 was ambidextrous before? He seemed to handle the ball with the left hand as well. Something interesting to watch out for. Good skills by the younger players.
Yes, and since he is the go-to person for the swim ball, he definitely has pace. That's a good stop by the St. Thomas goalie. Passes on to the number 11, Shaheen.
Royal College need to be wary of shooting from distance. It's resulted in 2 turnovers. This one looks as threatening as before.
And scored by the St. Thomas number 10.
The gods seem to be smiling on the right bar for St. Thomas's College. 2 goals in quick succession for this under 15 team. They will start believing now, Mahiru.
Yeah.
Going into the half, this is very good momentum.
Definitely, where it puts the Thomaian spirits back in place when the Thomaian skipper Abiru is the one who has scored the goal.
Not a bad time to take a time out for Royal College, settle things a little. And just as we say that, extra man advantage to Royal College. Will the coaches opt for a timeout?
Royal College goes for scoring opportunity there, but and St. Thomas.
Wonderful ball
in, but luckily this is Thomaian. Oh, it was turnover ball. It's intercepted by the Royal.
Wonderful long pass. Did that come from the goalie?
Yeah, it did come from the goalie. Royal. That's quite unfortunate that Royal made that pass right there.
Royal College guilty of bunching the goal. They need to spread this D out a little, get a bit of ball distribution going cross goal, and then take a shot. St. Thomas's on a break. Clear water in front of him. Looks to be tiring out, but this is where he can call for support. He's got 6 other players to look for.
Oh. Deflected by the Royal number 4. But I believe Royal has taken a timeout.
Excellent defense there on the wing by Royal College, knowing not to get onto the back of that attacking player. and playing the ball.
Yeah.
As we have the timeout now to relax things.
Yeah, I think especially since there has been certain changes in the game itself with the new FINA rules, and there has been more scrutiny in terms of like swimming on the sides rather than like going over, and thereby it's subject to an exclusion. So it's definitely good defense by the Royalists.
Royal College also seem to be playing a faster game than St. Thomas's College. Yeah, it could be the reason as to why they've earned more man-out opportunities, looking for that kind of gameplay at the beginning. But remember, we've got to sustain this through the next 2 quarters.
Yeah, and if I recall, usually the trickiest part of any Hayman Royal Thomond encounter would be is the third quarter. So that's where tables start to like turn, and sometimes there have been completely different scenarios happening. So and Royal College definitely capitalizes on that extra man opportunity, and it is scored by the number 12 for Royal College. The coaches must have been very happy about being able to capitalize on the timeout which they took.
Goal scorer behind the Kampala looks to be in some kind of distress. Is he cramping up? This is all.
Believe so. I think he must have pulled the hamstring.
So good of the referees to take a bit of time out to care for this youngster. But Royal College need to get a substitution in if that's the case.
Yeah, I think that is the best option to do, and that's actually looks like he has pulled the calf muscle. Bit of an unfortunate moment to have a goal-scoring moment and then being pulled out.
We spoke about this before the game. Being under pressure in this kind of situation, you tend to cramp up. You're anxious the day before. Sometimes you don't get a lot of sleep as well.
Yeah. But like any other sport, it's all in the head.
St. Thomas's looking for their prop. Winger looks confident.
There was a bad pass by the number 10.
The idea was right. You can see that they're trying to get the ball into the goal as close as possible. But unfortunately, they were outnumbered for defenders there. And it's only fair that the refs will then blow in the advantage of the defending team.
Yes, definitely, Reza. And I believe the St. Thomas number 10 has pulled his Royal opposition a bit back. That's why he wasn't given the turnover he was expecting. Royal College looking dangerous here. The number 9. Excellent. And he's deflected by and scores. Scored by the number 5 for Royal College. That was Dimut Karunasena. I think this is his second goal that he scored.
Good control by Lithum Karunasena and well done by Royal College. We were looking to see how they will play without their captain. U15, I think, is his deputy. Looks to be taking charge in centre field there. But they want their captain back on now. St. Thomas's looking at their left bar.
St. Thomas number 11 takes the ball, passes it to the skipper. Skipper goes for the foul. Back to the number 11. Prop position. Tries to get the foul there. Foul is not given yet. Exclusion. I think that's the Royal number 9 who has been excluded. Extra man situation. And there's an unsuccessful attempt by St. Thomas's College.
Extra man. So the result of that shot to the centre of the goalie was because the 2 Royal wing defenders dropped onto the bar.
That's right.
We always, it looks easy from up here to say he could have shot to such and such a corner. But it's a result of a defensive team effort really that channels the ball to the goalie.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Because if you notice that the defense position actually changes when there's an exclusion. So that is to mainly focus on protecting the goal rather than actually focusing on each individual man.
Royal College playing extra man advantage again. I wonder if they've noticed the extra player at the at the top of that D. As the shot clock expires and turnover for St. Thomas's College. Looking a little tired, but their number 7 is the go-to man. He's got clear water in front of him. He just needs to swim this one up, pass it and swim.
Yes, I feel that there's going to be an exclusion there, but the Scorpion skipper. That was very unfortunate. I feel that they should have just gone for the foul, and still it's St. Thomas's ball. There's a bit of up and down swimming going there, and it was not a good attempt by the number 3 from St. Thomas's College.
St. Thomas's College 3-on-1 advantage. I can see the coaches tearing their hair out on the side of that bench.
Back to the number 7. Number 7 makes the pass to the number 11, St. Thomas's College. Oh, that was good. St. Thomas's College not looking very good in terms of keeping the ball. Feel that they need to settle it a bit.
It's also, I think, the lack of match practice, Mairu. We haven't had the league tournament played this year. The boys only played a novices tournament. And usually by this time they would have played at least about 5 or 6 games in the season. This is their first high pressure game that they're playing with each other. So we probably have to excuse them a little. But as we have St. Thomas's with a golden opportunity again, draws the penalty. Well done by St. Thomas's College. Puts the pass in, takes the shot.
College makes a all. Scored by the number 3 for St. Thomas's College. By Taishwan Dialvis. Yes, I agree, Riza, because though it's a bit, sometimes we like to not think about it too much, but the hiatus of 2 years, especially for these youngsters, it has an impact. Whereas usually when it comes to the Mahinda Liyanage Trophy, you have at least a few experienced players who have faced this encounter before. But I feel all these players are freshers, so it does get to you.
Royal College extending a lot of energy in the center of the pool.
And it's a good
only
pass
to lose
by the number
ball.
3 to the number 7. St. Thomas's number 7 goes in. He has a clear opportunity to score, and he makes his goal, and it hits the bar.
Wonderful shot by the Thomian bar. Unlucky to have that not go in. But if he keeps shooting like that, I'm sure he's going to get the rub of the green. And at the moment, we have turnover ball.
By the Royal number 7 and deflected by the St. Thomas's goalie.
Well done by the St. Thomas's goalkeeper.
And that's the end of the second quarter.
Frenetic quarter, a lot of up and down water polo. They'll probably enjoy this break a lot more than we will.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and Reza, it seems that the goals have been going in line, because I feel both teams have scored equally during the second quarter, I suppose.
Good analysis, Mairu. Bringing your playing days back to the top there.
Yeah, definitely.
Knowing that it's a game that goes quarter by quarter.
ICC T20 ලෝක කුසලාන තරගාවලියට ඔබත් සූදානම්ද? ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් වෙතින් මුළු තරගාවලියම නරඹන්න. රුපියල් 149කට සුවිශේෂී දීමනාවක්. ඔක්තෝබර් 14ට පෙර මෙම දීමනාව ඇක්ටිවේට් කර ICC T20 ලෝක කුසලාන මුළු තරගාවලියම නරඹන්න. channel 6ක්ම ඇක්ටිවේට් කිරීමට on හිස්තනක් ඩයලොග් TV ගිණුම් අංකය හිස්තනක් 27 ලෙස ටයිප් කර 077 SMS කරන්න. ඩයලොග් ටෙලිවිෂන් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ටෙලිවිෂන් රසාස්වාදය.
Get ready to witness your all-time favorite cricket legend, the Master Blaster, with his super sixes, swinging deliveries by Vars, Dilshan with his stunning Dil scoop. Catch the legends once again at the Road Safety World Series from 10th September to 1st October. Live on Dialogue Television, Channel 23 at no additional charge. Dialogue Television, Sri Lanka's #1 television experience.
Sit Back with Shaq and Anu on Podhub is back for the 4th season. This time we go live on Channel 1 Dialogue TV, speaking to newsmakers on trending topics in Sri Lanka and abroad. The show is unedited, unfiltered, interactive, audience-driven and live. Every Monday to Thursday night live on Dialogue TV Channel 1, Podhub FB and YouTube and Dialogue View app. Sit Back with Shaq and Anu.
It's that time of the season when passion is wrought on the battlefield, when hope strengthens veins, when hearts unite, and when endurance unravels triumph. Subscribe to the View Sports Pack today and witness the best of sports live on your mobile without any data charges on Dialogue View.
And we are back. St. Thomas's ball, win the same ball. Won by the skipper. That's a poor pass by the number 4 for St. Thomas's. Royal ball. St. Thomas is back again. The number 8 makes a pass to the number 10, Aviru. Aviru gets the ball in and he makes an attempt and saved by the goalie. Corner ball for St. Thomas's.
Well done by the Royal College goalkeeper. St. Thomas's scored from there the last time. Good to see him learning from the mistakes. And corner ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock. St. Thomas's look a little bunched up on the D there.
Yeah, I believe the skipper has noticed that and he has moved out. Skipper gets the ball. Aviru tries to take the foul there.
Tomian left back and drift and bring the wing into the game, which he does exactly.
Tomian number 5 gets the ball and there's a poor pass by the number 5. And the prop gets the ball and yes, St. Thomas scores from the prop position, scored by the number 3.
Excellent goal from the Tomian number 3. He'll probably keep saying, if you put the pass to me boys, I'll keep scoring all day long.
Yeah. You just need to give me the ball. I'll do the rest of work.
So that was their go-to move in the first quarter. They had about 3 or 4 passes on the prop, which didn't really get to him. Resulted in a turnover and then Royal scoring on the other side. So good to see the game plan working for St. Thomas's early in this third quarter. How will Royal College respond?
Oh, that was a good shot by the Royal. Number 7 was over the 8-meter line.
Pretty good response from the Royal College number 7, Yusuf Sihar. Good shot. But he'll know as he gets tired during the game, the long range shot sometimes is not as effective as getting onto that 6-meter. But all the same, excellent shot.
Excellent shot indeed.
Royal College playing high press. He'll know to pressure the Tomian attacker and not give away an easy foul. He's got to be careful there and give him a 1 meter gap, Mahiro. Otherwise, the referee can call a man out.
Yes. I feel that's exactly what they were going for, and it's an extra man situation and as predicted, St. Thomas's asked for a timeout.
Good call by the Thomian bench. Isuru Kahandawala calling his troops to the center of the pool. He will know exactly how to set this up, and if you'd like to take us through that.
Yeah, as I mentioned during the previous extra man situation, I feel the coaches will right now focus on getting the men in the pool to get the formation right, and then work the ball around so that they see a clear opening. So I think this is the getting the timeout is the whole reason, is so that they could settle down the attack and then get a good restart. And furthermore, you have 20 seconds to just start with, so you start with a good fresh movement.
Also, sometimes, Myro, with a junior team, it's good to give them a breather as well. In a more senior team, sometimes you'd want the game to flow in an extra man situation so that the attacking team has the best opportunity to score, because you're not allowed the defense to settle. As we see, a very nice box defense there by Royal College.
Yes, definitely, Reza. And but nevertheless, not just for the junior teams as well, even the senior teams also might need pressure sometimes. But as we can see right now, number 8 has an opening and he scores. So,
box defense or not, St. Thomas's College seem to be finding the net frequently now after the first quarter.
St. Thomas's definitely are a bit more settled in this third quarter, and definitely showing results.
So 3 or 4 times St. Thomas's have scored from that right bar or right wing position. Royal College needs to fix that in defense. I'm sure when they look back at the game footage tomorrow, that's something that they will definitely speak about. And as we have Thomian turnover again, advantage St. Thomas's College.
Nawaz
Lots of blue caps in the pool.
Nawaz makes a long pass, and hopefully St. Thomas's. And there is an exclusion. Not sure who really is excluded right now. There's a bit of a confusion going around. And the number 7 Nawaz scores. But I feel that the referee is actually calling for a penalty. So the goal might be. So St. Thomas may have to make that penalty. I believe, Riza, the reason why the penalty was awarded is probably because the Royal player who was excluded didn't move out, and he was still in play.
Royal College can have 2 defenders on that penalty line. They need to concentrate on defense a little more in this quarter.
Abiru is ready to take the shot. And it's saved. I think it's going to be a corner.
Excellent save. St. Thomas's College with the majority of possession in this quarter. They need to overturn the score now. They're only trailing by 1 goal. This is game time. This is where it gets turned around. We spoke about how deadly St. Thomas's are in the third quarter. Mahiru predicted it, and as per his prediction, here we are.
Prop gets the ball, goes to the foul, and the number 7 for Royal College is excluded. Very unfortunate there by taking that shot.
Wrong choice by St. Thomas's College. I think it was 2 men extra.
No, I believe when the penalty was awarded, the previous one who was excluded was brought back into the game. Royal College ball. And intercepted by the Thomian number 4. Thomian number 4 drives in. Definitely needs some more support. Goes for the foul.
Good switch defense there off screen from Royal College.
Tomian number 7 Nawaz is driving in. Will he go for the shot? Foul wasn't awarded and Royal capitalizes on that moment and it's Royal College ball.
Again, very good switch defense by Royal College on that perimeter, guarding that 2-meter line like their life depended on it. As the prop has an open goal in front of him.
Tomian skipper drives in and he goes for the attempt and he shoots and he scores.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. 8-all. Here we are. Game on, Myro.
Game on indeed. St. Thomas has managed to level the scores and level by the Scomian skipper Aviru.
So like I said before, left bar, left wing. Right bar, right wing. Seem to be doing wonders for this Tomian under-15 team, especially from the 4-1 deficit that they managed to overcome in the first quarter. They're doing very, very well.
Definitely. And usually those positions aren't places where you actually get a lot of scoring opportunities from because it's from the awkward position. Royal number 11 tries to make a drive in.
Royal College looking static.
Great save by the Tomian goalie.
We spoke about not having the strength to shoot from far in the dying minutes of the quarter. Royal need a little more ball distribution, probably a few more drive-ins as they did in the first quarter, and then try and shoot from within the 5-meter.
Looks like the Tomian number 2 is looking for options, and he makes a pass to the number 7, and that's a great move by the Royal number 7 going for a ball under opportunity. Ball number 12 trying to get the foul.
Royal College clear advantage.
And the Royal number 3 scores. Royal back in the lead.
Well done by the youngsters. Saw the opportunity early and counter-attack that move. Good game awareness, I'd say. Very good game awareness. And makes it count for Royal College with an additional goal on the score sheet.
I feel that both teams are looking for any open opportunities based on wherever their team players are positioned rather than forming the arc and settling the game. Nawaz gets the ball. And it's been turned over by a ball under. I think Nawaz really needs to look out for those Tomian ball. Tomian skipper drives in. I think it was Royal ball. There was a foul committed by the Tomian player.
Unnecessary foul by St. Thomas's College. It's the lack of discipline that's going to cost you games. And if Royal really want to make St. Thomas's hurt, this is where they are going to do it.
That's a great pass by the Royal number 5 to the number 3.
Excellent goal by Royal College, making it count when they need it the most. But really, unnecessary turnover by St. Thomas's College. They had the goal at their mercy on the other side of the pool.
Yes, Riza, as I said earlier, like it's about looking at the open man because at these latter stages of the game, everyone is being a bit fatigued.
So Sahil De Silva on that left wing for Royal College. 2 goals in quick succession. Who else can they count on in this third quarter?
Nawaz makes a pass to the prop position, but the prop wasn't expecting the ball at that moment.
To be fair by this under-15 team, they are playing in the same pool that the 19's playing. So it's a lot of swimming up and down.
Yeah.
And they're doing pretty well for a game that we've played after 2.5 years. They're doing very well with their swimming and then trying to keep the game flowing as well.
Yeah, Reza, for sure. And speaking of the under-15 games, actually, My last under 15 game was also in during the time when we used to play in both schools.
Yes, the good old times, as they say. Royal College hosted one leg, and then the other one was at the St. Thomas's College Swimming Pool. Amazing atmosphere.
That's right.
So nice to play in your college. We usually meet up in the main hall and then come in for the game.
I feel the referee's calling back the ball, and I guess it's St. Thomas's has been awarded a penalty, and Nawaz is the one who's going to take the attempt. St. Thomas takes the attempt and he misses. That's the second penalty that has been missed by St. Thomas's. I guess it must have been the atmosphere and the pressure that each player is facing right now. But definitely an opportunity missed.
He's a good shooter. I think he's earned himself about 2 or 3 goals in this match. Oh, wonderful turn and shoot by Royal College, number 11. Coaching staff take a bow on that move. That was wonderfully done.
I believe that was scored by Ramiro Aludge.
Good awareness by the wing to see that man on the near post. And wonderful turn and shot. Very nice skills to see.
St. Thomas College now trailing by 3 goals. Aviru makes a pass to the prop. I believe the STC gameplay for having the prop marker in front hasn't been working in favor of them. I believe Royal has to take the ball back.
St. Thomas's College lamenting the call there by the referee. It looked like it would have been turned over for St. Thomas's College. And
I think there's been a bit of a confusion with the referee itself, because
but this is where St. Thomas's need to get their defense back. Once the call is done, the call is done. The defense needs to drop back onto that goal.
Okay, exclusion. Royal College, number 7.
So probably the gods made the right call there. Finally, ball coming into St. Thomas's College hand. So you keep playing the game. This is what we tell them.
That was
good attempt. Very good attempt.
Good attempt by the St. Thomas College prop.
Yeah, but
and
the idea there was to keep playing the game. If St. Thomas's kept
True.
playing it, I'm sure they would have been in a better advantage to make use of that turnover ball. Once the call is made with the referee, I mean, there's a big crowd in here. Sometimes you don't hear it.
Yes.
The referees also are under a lot of pressure in this kind of game.
And also Reza, that definitely at the end stage of the third quarter, the ball was actually being turned over quite a few more times. So at one point it was very hard to keep a track of whose ball it was. So that is the end of the third quarter. Royal College 11 and STC 8. It's good to mention take this opportunity to mention about the coaches. Also, there's on the Thomian side, we have the head coach Dulan Prithvi Piris. He's also the head coach for the under 15 side as well. And we also have Sachitra Jayatilaka. We call him Sacha, Coach Sacha. And under 15 side we have Keshan Munasinghe and Isuru Kahandavela. believe all of them have represented Sri Lanka also in water polo.
And on Royal College, we have Yashoda Vasalage, feared prop in his time, and Kalindu Hettiarachi, the goalkeeper in the 2017 game, the famous draw by Basit Yaqub's side. We had two stunning games that year. In 2017, St. Thomas's drew the game by 1 goal in the last few seconds of that fourth quarter. That was a real stunner, a very good game to watch.
Yeah.
And in 2018 again, then Royal College repeated the favour and won back the Hayman by 1 goal again in the last few seconds.
Yes, that was definitely one of the most nail-biting moments. I believe the one which I think that was the skipper for St. Thomas's was Shaki Gunutilaka. And the one who scored that equalizing goal was Manula Vikramaratna. There's a bit of rain right now in the Sugathadasa complex.
Last quarter, winner takes all, but the wind is with the Royal College team. So if they are aware of that, their shot strength will be amplified just a little bit more with the assistance of that wind. Little things for the goalkeepers to note down, and rightfully the referees have given them a little time off there.
Yes, definitely it will be the biggest impact comes for the goalies when they have to make the long passes. And it's interesting to know, like when especially when picking which side of the pool should be favorable for each team. These factors sometimes you do take account of it, but the other times you don't take much account of it. But it depends on the particular moment, especially during weather conditions like this.
Yes, back in the day when we used to play the Hayman at the Royal College pool, that was a factor. Of course, there was a shallow end as well. But in the setting sun, sometimes the deep end goalie would have a bit of a disadvantage for the shot coming from the top of the D. So there was always an advantage if you were attacking with the sun on your back. A very nice picture postcard moment, but not for the goalkeeper.
Definitely. And I also think when it comes to the Sugathadasa pool, I feel that it's more favorable to take the right side of the pool because there's less distractions and because you don't have the side of the diving pool area, and whereas people are.
And speaking of distractions, we have the electronic scoreboard this year at the right side of the pool, which you were speaking about, Myro. If you'd like to take us through that, please.
Yeah, so as we can see, like because we have the scoreboard up, we can clearly see that we have, while the shot clock details is also there, we would see that what additional time has been added. So right now the score is 11. Royal College is 11 and St. Thomas is right. And we are going into the fourth quarter. I believe that wasn't the score 8 before, like, and yeah, I believe there's been a bit of an error from that side.
So the scoreboard has, if you can see in the center there, the shot clock for 30 seconds. It says period number 4, that's the quarter. And just below that it has playing time. So we are playing 8 minutes a quarter. And when the ball goes out of bounds, the clock is stopped. And then when it's put back in play again, the clock restarts. So it's good to have this kind of scoreboard to bring a little more game awareness as well to the crowd. Way back before when the Hayman started, there was no shot clock. We used to, it used to be an automatic turnover once the ball is in their court. But later on, then we had the shot clocks on either side once we transitioned to the Sugathadasa Stadium, and now we have this game time clock as well.
Yeah, Riza. Yeah, if I could recollect, I think we started playing the shot clock from 2014 onwards, and that is to say that so with the transition of for the encounter where we got foreign referees to ref the game, we also felt that it is important that it should be the game should also go according to international rules as well. So historically, since the inception, we have not been playing the shot clock, but now it's good to have both teams get used to this intensity of playing according to the shot clock, and I feel back then, like you explained, where we had both shot clocks on either side, it's definitely advantageous now that we have the scoreboard, the electronic scoreboard right in the front from the right side of the pool.
Definitely an advantage, and we saw the Sri Lanka water polo team doing quite well, I think, in years after that. So it shows that if you introduce the technology and the right kind of playing provisions, we can definitely take this game to a higher level and then look at Sri Lanka competing in South Asia.
Absolutely. I mean, we have had a good reputation of producing very good water polo players from both sides, and it has definitely got better throughout time. And we have even some players representing certain clubs from overseas water polo clubs as well. So definitely the benefits are reaped from this.
And is customary, we have swim ball with heavy rain at the Sugathadasa Stadium. Fourth quarter has just begun for this under 15 encounter. St. Thomas's 4-4 with the swim balls, so very well done to them. Oh, good fake and good swim in by the number 7.
Nawaz goes in and he passes the ball to the number 2. Nawaz gets the ball back. Great work there. But he has a failed pass to the number 10.
He's a good shooter. Probably needs a little more encouragement, saying go in and shoot. Don't worry, just back your skill at that time, and you'll get the job done.
It was definitely his shot to take.
We saw him make a similar pass in the previous quarter as well. So little things for these guys to pick up from the before the second leg.
It's a learning game. Royal number 4 gets the ball, goes for the foul, and I think he wanted to take that shot there because he knew the time was up.
If Royal College want to shoot, they need to set exactly on that 6 meter. Mahiru shooting from way out is sometimes a shot in vain. Usually results in a turnover and a shot on the other side.
In a moment like that, the best thing to do is to dunk the ball. Skipper, St. Thomas skipper needs to take the pass there. Time was wasted and it's taken.
Brings back memories of the call on the Bledisloe Cup between Australia and New Zealand, which had a lot of Australians writing about. But so the call here was for time wasting, I believe.
Yes, it was. And Royal College makes a bad pass there. And I think there was a bit of confusion amongst both teams here. I feel that one of the Estonian players is excluded.
So Royal College ball again. Oh, that's both hands. They need to be switched on here. That break seems to have just made them relax a little too much.
Estonians make a pass to the number 7, Nawaz again. Nawaz drives in. There's a clear opening. It's corner ball. Estonians really need to slow down there and form the arc.
Keshan Munasinghe was the master of scoring from that left wing bar position. He will definitely have to work with this boy in the next week. He'll probably be saying just a few moves here and there. You've got this at the back of the net.
He'll definitely have a lot to say.
And again, St. Thomas's with their left wing free.
Attempt by Nawaz. Stopped by the Royal goalie. Royal goalie makes a long pass. A foul.
Royal College clear advantage. Advantage lost.
Advantage lost. And back to the Thomian goalkeeper. The Thomian number 7 is having a lot of ball possession here.
The bench calling for a switch on defense. They seem to be leaving this bar open.
That's scored by Nawaz.
And St. Thomas's College makes them pay for it. The defenders needed to communicate there. You can't leave a good shooter free on that 4 to 5 meter mark. He is going to make you pay for it, and they did just that. St. Thomas's College rack up another goal. Only 2 goal difference, Mahiru, with more than 5 minutes on the playing time. I think we're in for a thriller.
I think St. Thomas's definitely has a good opportunity here to catch up because 5 minutes is a long time in terms of water polo. Royal College trying to make an opening there. Number 12, Royal College makes a failed attempt there.
I don't know if the goal would have counted if he took the shot as well, because such are the new rules. You've got to put the ball in play if you want to take the shot, and you cannot have a delayed shot as well.
I believe to put the ball back in play is that you need to flick the ball up and get it again. And that's, I feel, it's the same thing when it comes to a corner. Thomians make a pass to the prop. Looks like there's an exclusion. And scored.
Excellent goal. That's a result of the new rules we were talking about. You can shoot from within that range on an immediate shot. St. Thomas's College very, very game aware. Well done to the number 11.
Yes, St. Thomas's College is definitely capitalizing on those quick opportunities, and it's definitely paid off.
So from the bench, a well taken timeout will also make a world of difference in this quarter.
I think Royal has still only taken one. I think Royal is going for a switch there and with a timeout. The Royal College is called for a timeout and they're making a substitution there.
And if you hear that in the background, that's the much awaited for Papare band at the Sugathadasa Stadium after a lapse of 2 years. Good to see them here and good to play in these kind of conditions.
Play on, Royal College. Good save by the Thomian goalkeeper.
Real David versus Goliath comparison if you take the two goalkeepers, Mahiru. St. Thomas's College goalkeeper doing very well for his side.
Good drive in by the Thomian skipper, Aviru, but
and size definitely coming to the Royal College goalkeeper's advantage there.
Yeah.
Staggering just to see the size difference. Yeah, I only noticed it a little while ago, but that Thomian goalie has been doing a really good job.
Speaking of size difference, there has been several great Thomian goalkeepers who have been small in size but great in terms of their skills. I believe one person who I can really think of is Lakshis the Koskorage.
Yep. In a long line of elite and Wonderful goalkeepers St. Thomas's have produced, not only for school but for Sri Lanka.
Great save by the Thomian goalie.
The more we talk about him, he seems to be hearing us.
Yeah, and I feel maybe Lakshita must have had a small chat with him, giving him some tips. Thomian number 2 gets the ball.
Defense has always been a strong point in this Thomian water polo structure. Does Zafar Zainuddin's DNA run through this team? We will find out at the end of this quarter and then in the upcoming under-19 game as well.
Oh, that was very unfortunate.
We talk about finishing the shot. These boys need to come up a little more and take that shot, finish with the palm.
Yeah, I saw the Thomian number 2 was calling out for support for his teammates. One thing that I've noticed from Royal College is they are always going for the attack quite fast compared to St. Thomas's. But then again, the Thomians have definitely taken the opportunity to make a turnover. Thomian ball. Seems like the number 11 is trying to look for options.
Play becoming a little static. The boys look to be a little
Clear
tired.
opening for the Thomian number 7 Nawaz, but makes a bad pass there. It's intercepted by the Royal number 10.
We haven't seen the Thomian number 10 much in this quarter, Mahiru. The 7 and 10 seem to link up well.
Well, here he is. He has taken the ball and pushed it over to... Oh, that was very bad by the Thomian goalie. Penalty for Royal College.
Bad pass by the Thomian goalkeeper.
I feel that both teams are still getting used to, while playing, getting used to the rules of the game itself. The new rules also they're still getting used to it. So it will take some time. And it's a great save by the Thomian goalie.
Oh,
Drew
this boy has done wonderfully well for St. Thomas's College. Excellent stop when his team needed it the most. Giving St. Thomas's still a sniff at drawing equal on score count. Well done by the Royal College goalkeeper as well.
Thomians definitely have to convert this opportunity to a goal. But seems like the referee is calling to restart the game there from the 2-meter line. Corner ball. We must say, Riza, the Royal goalie is doing a quite good job.
Yes, the reach definitely helps, and also at under 15 level, your shot strength is not at its optimum like it would be if you are in the 19 team, say a 16 or a 17-year-old will definitely have a little more strength behind the shot. So the reach helping him here, but he needs to position a little bit better, get those legs pumping and then anticipate as well. But it's all part and parcel of learning. We've all been there, we've all made the mistakes.
It's mistakes that make us. Royal goalie is definitely not letting anything go in, and the Thomian skipper Aviru scores.
We spoke about the number 10 coming into the game.
Yeah, and definitely he's definitely showing his colours and saying that he's not ready to give up yet.
Well, that will give them some confidence. Trailing by 1 goal. I think less than a minute on the game time remaining. St. Thomas's have not taken their timeout yet, right?
Looks
And
like
just as we say
says-
that, the coaching staff take the timeout.
I think it's Royal who has taken the timeout this time because they are on the offence. What are your predictions, Riza? Do you feel will there be an equalizer, or you think Royal will put a 2-goal lead ahead?
Well, momentum seems to be with St. Thomas's College. number 10 and number 7 seem to have got their confidence back. Royal College defended well in the last few exchanges.
If you can see like that last attack which had with St. Thomas's, the goalie blocked 4 attempts at the goal, and only after that did the number 10 score. So that was quite a long attack that went off.
It's all part and parcel of tiring that goalkeeper out. A few good passes cross goal, and it makes it easier to score. But of course, these boys are now in low oxygen mode. They're tiring at the end of the quarter. They've played well for a game after such a long absence.
Played well, and it's not over yet. Last 40 seconds in the game, and St. Thomas's gets the ball back. Will they score?
Wonderful pass.
And that should have been taken by the number 3.
Unfortunate not to see it, but does Royal now convert that? He's got only the goalie to contend with.
And very unfortunate there for St. Thomas's. Royal scores by the number 11.
Good goal by Royal College, but good positional awareness as well by the goalkeeper, knowing to come up on that goal, Mahiru, reduce the angles out. That's what really led to the shot being fired at the top bar. But the Royal winger, all the same, doing the hard work, getting there on that 2-meter line. We keep speaking about getting the attack onto the 2-meter, and then there to capitalize on the mistake. So good water polo all around.
Yes, Reza. In those situations, it's and that is the end of the 4th quarter, and Royal takes the first leg of the Mahinda Liyanage Trophy with a lead of 2 goals. Royal played a very good game in the first quarter, and then Tomians kind of brought it back again, and they started to play their own game after that. But nevertheless, both teams played very well, and Royal College leading by 2 goals, being 12 goals to St. Thomas's 10.
Yes, that first quarter really hurt St. Thomas's College. 4-1 to Royal's advantage. As we see the teams coming to congratulate each other. Nice to see. This is all part and parcel of playing a sport and then having that friendship off the field as well. But have no doubt they will be back for the second leg. They will have learned from these mistakes. The coaching staff as well would have put a lot of effort into getting these boys ready after a long lapse. So good to see that we've had a good match and everyone's...
Yeah, I feel both teams played really well, and there are certain things that both teams will have to take into account and maybe go back to the drawing board and rethink about how they need to adjust their game for next week. And I guess St. Thomas's will definitely put more effort to get their act right in making use of those missed opportunities which they had today.
As we see the Tomian under-19 team coming in to warm up there in your frame.